Good afternoon. My name is Clay Alexander. I'm a member of the Undergraduate Admissions Office at the University of North Carolina at Greensboro. I'm also chair of the Ethics Committee for the Carolinas Association of Collegiate Registrars and Admissions Officers, also known as CACRO. I'd like to talk with you for just a few minutes about professional ethics, something I believe is very important, especially in the world of college admissions and the recruitment process of prospective students. So what is ethics? Some people define ethics as simply a code of right and wrong, values, principles, morals, beliefs, conduct. According to Leadership Theory and Practice, the 5th edition, there's a definition that I really like about ethics. And it says, ethics is concerned with the kinds of values and morals an individual or society finds desirable or appropriate. Furthermore, ethics is concerned with the virtuousness of individuals and their motives. The National Association for College Admissions Counseling says that ethical college admission is the cornerstone of what we do. It's the cornerstone of our professional association, of our institutions. NACAC has been striving to ensure principled conduct among professionals in the recruitment of students and the transition to post-secondary education for a long time, since 1937 to be exact. I believe there are core values at the center of professional ethics. Those core values are professionalism, subscribing to and practicing ethical behavior, being responsible for our actions and the actions of our member institutions and other organizations connected to higher education. Collaboration, working together to promote and protect students and their best interests. Trust, having mutual respect and being honest with one another and with students. Education, being committed to educating students, their families, the public, fellow education professionals, and ourselves about the transition to and within post-secondary education. Fairness and equity, a responsibility to treat one another and students in a fundamentally fair and equitable manner. Social responsibility, the duty to serve students responsibly by safeguarding their rights and their access to and within post-secondary education. So what are some things we can do to promote and exemplify professional ethics? How about return value to the customer in all decisions we make? Return value to our campus communities. Deliver quality in a timely fashion. Be honest in all aspects of our work. Ask for help when we don't know what direction or what way to go. Use words like we, us, ours. Be respectful of everyone, not just our own institutional colleagues. And promote higher education in all we do, not just our own institution. Things not to do: do not tell the customer you can do something when you cannot. Do not use words like me, mine, you, yours. Do not speak negatively of other institutions. Do not steal from your institution. And do not underestimate your own capabilities. Within CACRO, one of the missions that I have is to promote our code of ethics, especially at college fairs and those kind of environments. And these are rules established and enforced for institutions participating in our educational opportunity programs. The Code of Ethics fosters a college fair setting in which every institution has an equal stage on which to present themselves to prospective students. That way the privates versus the publics, the big versus the small, the little name versus the well-known institutions can compete equally for prospective students and their interests. As chair of the Ethics Committee, I tell my committee members that we are responsible for the promotion of CACRO's principles of good practice, and we make recommendations consistent with the changes in the environment in which we work. But it's not just our responsibility to promote the principles of good practice or the code of ethics. CACRO is a self-monitoring association, and I think all associations ought to be that way. To promote exemplary professional conduct and to protect the reputation of the association, it's not only our responsibility, but the responsibility of each member and all institutions to follow these principles and to remind others of them, especially when violations occur. So what are some of those violations? Well, in the past I've had to deal with violations such as representatives standing in front of their table at college fairs, oversized displays, giveaways, not promotional materials or educational materials, but giveaways that really are just there to attract students to their table, disregard for other representatives in their assigned space, group presentations that monopolize students' time and prevents them from exploring all their options, unprofessional behavior, and hosts of these programs, these college fairs, offering incentives to particular schools or organizations in an unfair way. So what I want to encourage all admissions offices and higher education institutions to do is, as you move forward in your endeavors of recruitment or admissions, here are some things to think about. Be sure you're on the right before you go ahead, before you move forward. Remember that ethics is knowing the difference between what you have a right to do and what is right to do. Also remember that your ethical muscle grows stronger every time you choose right over wrong. An ethical person ought to do more than he's required to do, and less than he's allowed to do. Also, the most powerful moral influence is, as we all know, example. And finally, knowledge is no guarantee of good behavior, but ignorance is a virtual guarantee of bad behavior. These are just a few thoughts that I have with regards to professional ethics, especially in the world of college admissions and higher education. I thank you for your time. Have a great day.